The Earth and the changes on it is the second chapter of Geography Class 7, and in this video we are going to cover all the topics of this chapter. The name of the topics which are going to be discussed are gradual and sudden changes over the Earth, human factors that are responsible for the changes over the surface of the Earth, external and internal factors, gradation, degradation, weathering, erosion, deposition, agents of gradation, formation of delta, meander, glacier, winds, types of soil, and finally we will discuss how should we conserve the soil. So let's start with its introduction. We often observe that rivers carry soil and deposit it at another place. Winds make sand dunes, waves make cliffs, and beaches. People make construction work, but after earthquake and any other natural calamity, the surface of the earth goes changes. This is the gradual and sudden changes of the surface of the earth. And in this chapter we will study about the all process that are involved in the bringing gradual changes upon the earth's surface. So let we start our topics. Why does the surface of the earth never remain the same? Due to volcanic or earthquake activities, carrying of soil by rainwater, changes in the course of river, wind carrying soil particles, etc. The sudden and gradual changes are seen on the earth. Human factors such as cutting down of forests, construction of roads, bridges, and railway lines, etc., can play an equally important role in changing the surface of the earth. What are the internal and external processes by which the changes seen on the earth? Any process working on the surface of the earth, it includes changes on account of weathering and gradation, are called the external process through which the changes seen on earth, and the internal process includes volcanic eruption and earthquake. What are the difference between gradation and aggradation? Gradation means leveling of land. It occurs in two ways. The first, aggradation and degradation. Aggradation means adding of sediments and raising the level of land is called aggradation, and degradation means breaking and wearing away of sediments and lowering the level of land is called degradation. So our next topic is weathering. What is weathering? The term weathering refers to the process that breaks rocks into smaller particles. It includes erosion and deposition. Examples are stones get flagged off and iron pillars get rusted. These are the two examples of weathering. Now our next topic is erosion. What is erosion? Erosion or denudation refers to gradual wearing and carrying away of all those loose particles of disintegrated rocks which lie exposed on the earth's surface by the weathering and agents of gradation, that is running water, wind, moving ice, and sea wave, etc. These are the agents of gradation, and this process is called erosion. What is deposition? Deposition refers to the lying down of sediments which have been carried from distant part of the earth's surface by various agents of gradation. You have already known the agents of gradation. Now a major question is, how is soil formed due to deposition? The continuous process of deposition results in the formation of soil at other places. After the continuous process, the soil is deposited at any place, any other place. Our next question is, what are the factors of rate at which erosion takes place? The rate at which erosion takes place depends upon the different factors. The first factor is temperature of a place, vegetation cover, rainfall, slope of the land, and types of soil that changes in the land use. These are the factors of rate at which erosion takes place. Now, this is the major question of this whole chapter, that explain agents of gradation. As you are already known, running water, glacier, wind and sea waves are some agents of gradation. So one by one we are going to explain every agents of gradation. The first agent of gradation is running water. Running water, I think all of you are aware about it. It is an important agent of gradation. The first of all, we should know a river, like any living form, has a life cycle. It flows over steep mountains where its rate of erosion is maximum. Due to down cutting work of river, it forms a striking youthful features like I-shaped and V-shaped valleys, waterfalls, etc. As the river enters into the plain, it comes to the stage of maturity. Here, here the volume of water increases and the slope of land decreases, resulting in slow speed of the river. During this stage, the river is said to flow through meanders. Before meeting the before meeting the sea, the river becomes large and sluggish and gets divided into several distributaries. It now comes to its old stage. Now, a delta is discussed. What is delta? The river in its older stage near the sea deposits silt, sand and sediments over a large area near its mouth. This large deposition helps in the formation of a delta. The delta of Ganga and Brahmaputra is the largest in the world. What is glacier? The mass of moving ice is called a glacier. In India, the glaciers are found on high altitude of the Himalayas where temperature is below freezing point. Like running water, moving ice also erodes loose particles or parts of rocks. There are two types of glacier in this book. The first is continental glacier and the second is mountain glacier. A huge mass of ice which cover large area of a continent are called continental glacier. Like Antarctica and Greenland are the two example of Antarctica and Greenland are the two example of continental glacier. And the glaciers which occupy small area over the mountains are called mountain glaciers, like Siachen Glacier and Gangotri Glacier of the Himalayas in India are called mountain glacier. Now, the other agent of gradation is wind. So, let we study about wind. The loose rock particles are easily blown away by the strong winds. Thus, the wind is also an agent of gradation. The action of the wind is most common in the desert region. Sand dunes are formed due to deposition of sands by winds in Rajasthan. Now, the other agent of gradation is sea waves. What is sea wave? It is most powerful agent of gradation. The continuous striking of sea waves breaks the rock. Such continuous erosion forms steep side cliffs facing the sea. It forms beaches. What is the role of human in changing the face of the earth? Human activities such as overgrowing population, industrialization, clearing of forest of agriculture, construction of roads and new human settlements, etc. are responsible for changing the land surface. care and care the nature and conserve the future is the only way to solve the problem that is called sustainable development. So sustainable development should be implemented or adopted by all. What is soil? The next topic, soil. Soil is the loose material found on the surface of the earth that is called soil. It is made of organic and inorganic particles. The organic particles are derived from dead remains of plants and animals. The inorganic particles are derived from rocks. What is humus? A humus, in the course of time, organic particles get decomposed and change into a dark colored material called humus. This or the humus present in the soil contributes to the fertility of the land or increase the fertility of the land. What are gravel and sand? Inorganic particles include loose disintegrated particles of different sizes. The large sizes or the large sized particles are called gravel, while the smaller ones are called sand, silt and clay. A mixture of these particles gives rise to different types of soil as per the proportion. These are called sandy, loamy and clay soils. How does soil formed? Formation of soil. Next topic is formation of soil. The weathering process breaks the rocks into small particles. These are then carried away by water, wind, etc. and later get deposited at a new place. Such soil is called transported soil, but when the soil is formed by weathering of a parent rocks and remain present on the same site, it is called residual soil. So we have studied residual soil and transported soil. In our next topic, we will have to study horizons. The soil forming process continues over a long span of time. It starts developing in layers, one over the other. These layers are called horizons. From bottom to top, the lowest horizon is called bedrock, then subrock, then topsoil. The topmost horizon is rich in humus or plant. What are the major soils in India? On the basis of color and texture, soils are alluvial, black and red. But two more soils are available, that is desert soil, mountain soil, laterite soil, etc. But the major soils that we will have to discuss is alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, laterite soil, desert soil and mountain soil. The first is alluvial soil. It is very fertile, mainly formed by the deposition of sediments by river and is confined to northern and coastal plains. What is black soil? Black soil is found in Deccan Plateau. This type of soil is confined to some parts of Gujarat, Maharashtra and Karnataka. This soil has an ability to retain moisture and popularly known as cotton soil. Red soil, as the name suggests, the soil is red in color due to the presence of iron particles. Red soil is confined to northeastern part of India. It is highly porous, grained and deep. What is laterite soil? It is found over the hill slopes of peninsular plateau and is found in the region of heavy rainfall. It is formed by the leaching process. Apart from these four types of soil, there are more some that is mountain soil and desert soil. Now our next topic is erosion and controlled. Soil erosion can be controlled or not. How can soil erosion be controlled? Removal of top layer of soil is called soil erosion. It creates great problem for agriculture. Soil conservation such as plantation of trees. Soil conservation is very need of this time, such as some activities that we will have to adopt: plantation of trees, selective agricultural practices like crop rotation and multiple cropping method, development and management of pasture land. These are the activities through which we can control the soil erosion. We need mass awareness and adaptation of these particles at local level can also reduce this problem. What are some keywords? Denudation is one of the keywords. Denudation refers to the wearing away of the earth's surface by weathering process and agents of gradation. What is distributary? River channels separating from the main river is called distributary. What is eye-shaped valley? Eye-shaped valley erosional features with narrow and vertical walls formed by a river that is called gorge. What is leaching? A natural process in which rainy water dissolves minerals from the soil and carry them away. This is called leaching. What is meander? Sweeping curves of a river is called meander. What is tributary? Small streams joining the main river is called tributary. What is V-shaped valley? Features formed by a downward cutting of rocks by a river. It resembles the letter V, that is called V-shaped valley. Thank you. Thank you for this.